If the ADC makes the mistake that the PDP made by not zoning to the south and deliberately picking the candidate from the south, the ADC will lose in the north and lose in the south and also sink into oblivion like the PDP. And Nigeria might now slip into a one-party state. And you will not blame Tinubu for that. You will blame the ADC. And those are the ADC who again failed to do the right thing.
Yeah, because like you said, if you say Bola Tinubu is a failure in economics, give us an alternative that will be better. If you say Bola Tinubu's handling of security is a disaster, we want to give us the option that we have. If you say Bola Tinubu does not know how to handle welfare of citizens, give us a concrete idea. But you are a very strong critic. In 2019, 2023, you had come to advise the PDP. In fact, at that time, I remember vividly, and you said, look, this party needs to be watchful about whom they present and where this candidate is coming from. Yes. Do you think zoning should be a consideration for the ADC? Where their candidate is from and what ethnic stock or what, does that matter anyways?
Very, very much. Because we are still a country that is primarily driven by identity politics. I hope I pray that one day we'll outgrow it. I'm an advocate against identity politics. However, I keep saying that even among bandits, even among armed robbers, there has to be honor. So when we go and abduct people and they pay us ransom, please let us share it equitably. So that even amongst us, let us have peace. So that we can continue to do our enterprise, our criminal enterprise. Now, Nigeria has to exist first. Nigeria has to remain one. It must remain united, nationally integrated, socially cohesive, for it to be fixed. And at the root of this togetherness, at the root of remaining in one piece and not falling apart into many pieces, is justice, equity, fairness, and inclusion. It is something we can no longer gloss over. That's why we want the PDP that until Nigeria finds a way out of this situation, the template of rotating the presidency between the north and south should be adhered to. And we want the PDP that if you fail to zone to the south in 2023, you'll be sailing against the wind of presidency that was blowing south. And so your ship will capsize and sink into oblivion. I'm sure that has certainly come to pass. Similarly, the ADC must be told, ab initio, you cannot afford to throw your ticket open to the extent that the highest bidder or somebody from a region with the highest number of delegates will take it. That will mean a still bet opposition party called the ADC. You see, I'm trying to put out this prophecy again. If you like, call it prophecy, call it what I want to call it. But I'm only speaking common sense. Common sense of doing the right thing. To put it simply, the ADC must be a candidate from the southern part of Nigeria to complete the 4 years left open for the southern part of this country.
Why is it a must?
Because the imperative of national unity and social cohesion is something that must be upheld by all citizens, political parties, and institutions. It's a constitutional matter. It's a zoning is not just happening in isolation. It is postural to the constitution of Nigeria that says no ethnic group or section should dominate the government of Nigeria or any of its organs. It was in furtherance of that, okay, knowing that Nigerians vote like along ethnic and religious lines. So to have some level of inclusion, because Nigeria itself is a product of fragile compromise, where all the component parts agreed to contribute something while also gaining a little. Therefore, if you insist that you want to use your numerical superiority at all times, you are going to now put a strain on that fragile compromise. And Nigeria might head towards the road to Sudan. Now, as we speak, the APC is having a southern president in power. If the ADC makes the mistake that the PDP made by not zoning to the south and deliberately picking the candidate from the south, the ADC will lose in the north and lose in the south and also sink into oblivion like the PDP. And Nigeria might now slip into a one-party state. And you will not blame Tinubu for that. You will blame the ADC. And those are the ADC who again failed to do the right thing.
Mojeed Dahiru is fasting and is in a prophetic mode. And it said this last time before 2023 election. And this is happening yet again. But I hope that anyone who have ears, just like the Bible says, you listen. to what the Spirit is telling the church. That's how the Bible puts it. But thanks so much, Mojeed Dahiru, for your time tonight.